used to be a couple memes about Mr. E
just spawning
like,
in the
spawning into a bracket
just
to get
to lose.
upset.
Yeah.
But that's not really the case. It's funny to joke about,
It
but
was
really,
more
this guy,
it really was more of an online thing, right?
this guy has excellent results, and he's very consistent. He's made a lot of really deep tournament runs, and I know he's going to be a scary opponent for Senn to face this early. But homegrown is the tag as Sheik is ready to represent North Carolina. Town and City is the start, and now Senn looking to start his advantage state really early. The jab at the edge of the stage as well. So much damage. I love the attempt at the needle follow-up, and look at how smoothly Senn can move around the stage. I just love watching the Sheik like cartwheel onto the stage with bouncing fish and covers recovery with the gravity grenade. But the up B out of shield, this is so much damage output coming out of Lucina.
Oh, wait, going for
the
some
scary, the up tilts!
You went for cheese of your own, and you got cheese.
That's unfortunate for Senn. He's going to get punished for it, but Mr. E, clean on the sticks, is ready for any situation like that. The wealth of experience showing its fangs as Mr. E will take the first stock in this winner's semifinals in Pool B4.
And then that up B out of shield's going to do so much work. It's frame 5, I believe.
It's fast.
Yeah. And even in the air, right? It could stop eventual combos. The thing that Sheik really does is beyond the first few 20% combos, right? Is true. It's mostly just calls on your bad habits, or it's mostly just call outs, right? Cause but if Mr. E ever feels bold, up B is frame 1. It's invincible. Well, it's ridiculous in the air, and I don't think we're gonna see it used that much. That's like a save in case of emergency, right?
Oh no, are you dead?
You should be able to make it back fine, yeah. But
that was a little scary for Senn to be in that situation. But now the needles into up smash, that's a Senn classic. Just right over his head, the downward facing needles just put you in the perfect spot to get hit like that. And now a grab conversion for Senn. He's going to get some pretty good damage off of this. The back air will convert onto the platform. 36%. Kind of feels like Sheik hits like a feather sometimes.
Yeah. We saw the beginning combo, but then we didn't see anything after that, right? We saw the 44% combo at the beginning of the game, which was great once again. But even now we're seeing though, Mr. E not being able to take the stock is big. Trying to get that.
Such good coverage from Senn, but the down air into up air to take the stock for Mr. E. Clean stuff as he's taking advantage of the little misses that Senn has, and you can see there's little things going on in this matchup that prove that Mr. E has a lot of matchup experience. There's stuff like DIing the down tilt correctly to not get hit by up smash at the correct percentage, like DIing up out of it to make sure that he doesn't get hit. It's really, really small stuff that allows Mr. E to be that top player that he is. And now that was really clean. Senn with the drag down up air into the down air, into the down smash, and now we're at one stock apiece, but Mr. E with a slight percentage lead.
Yeah, and I will say, Mr. E is calling out Senn's shield a lot. His grabs have been pinpoint. We're not seeing a lot of whiffs from it. Oh, great pullback there. And this should get you off the ledge for free, but how are you going to, you have to actually play neutral again. There was the up B. Didn't actually hit that time, though.
And there's a punish. This is a lot of damage. As much as we like to say Sheik doesn't hit really hard, every single one of those little hits can feel worse if you're actually playing the game. Even though you don't really look at the percentage, you're getting strung for a while.
Trying to potentially poke above the stage. You should be able to make it back. Yeah, just reset.
Air dodge onto the stage. Got Senn back into neutral, but 114%. Lucina will be able to kill very soon, and the edge guard will take Senn stock. Back air, forward tilt will probably be enough.
Oh
but
my
the
God,
DI
really?
Was perfect, and he still has a jump. So he will make it back, and this is comebackable. A lot of rage for Sheik means that there might be an up smash conversion in Mr. E's future.
They're both just insane crouch cancel there.
Here's the jick back to the stage, and now just a punish.
And that's what we're talking
Unceremonious.
about. Unceremonious. But Mr. E has been wanting Senn to press a button on his shield, even come by his shield, because that up B will be coming out each and every time.
And Lucina is such a consistent character, kind of the pinnacle of consistency in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The lack of tipper on her sword means that she's sending you with the same angles every single time. She's putting in the same damage output every single time, minus scaling. So Mr. E, so many hours on this character, knows it in and out, knows where everything is going perfectly. And Senn, back to the drawing board a little bit. We saw him get some good stuff on there. The drag down into the down smash was really clean. And there's definitely some room for Senn to make something happen with the needles. But Mr. E, once again, proving he has a matchup experience, proving he's ready for anything that Senn wants to throw at him. And we're going to get right back into game 2. As not much time was to be wasted. We're on to PS2.
On PS2.
I think this is a pretty comfortable stage for Senn.
I would think so too. But also another thing I do want to note is I think we'll see a lot of throughout the set if Senn can get actual punishes on these air dodges in, because he's been there and he's been attempting, but he hasn't been getting them right. Which I think could, if he can start pulling. Oh, great wall jump! Use the wall jump there.
Oh, this is big.
Definitely got to go for like a dare reset or something there. But great in there. Can you get something? Oh, you can.
The bouncing fish! What a conversion from Senn. He's not going to get the stock as Mr. E will make it back alive, and the air dodge back, and he might be dead. There, forward smash doesn't connect. This character's terrible.
But it just works.
Senn doesn't care. He's like, you know what? I knew that wasn't going to hit.
You're so used to it not working that you're ready for it. Like
he did it so he could style.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to see out of North Carolina's homegrown talent. The grab to send Senn off stage, but he's still got a stock lead. And now this is a punish. That was a zealous up B from Mr. E to try to get the stock early. But now back air could go for another one, but nothing lands. Senn just pushing his advantage as best he can, getting so much extra credit now.
You should be able to make it back. Oh, you poked above the ledge too.
That was scary.
You did get an extra 2%, which is sick for you. But
no tech chase. No tech on the platform as well for Mr. E. He's just getting damage racked up on him as Senn starting to understand what Mr. E's timings are, and he's getting these little hits in between. I wanted to say that I feel like in Game 1, Mr. E didn't have a ton of longer strings. He was just getting a lot of really efficient punish hits and a lot of really efficient just like stray hits. His positioning was so good, but now Senn really taking advantage of his excellent advantage state. And now the up air
you get the mix-up
will be enough, and the DI mix-up is good. Mr. E down to his last stock, and Senn still on a fresh second one.
Does your needle get some damage to build up a little bit there? Ah, you dropped your shield a little too early.
Double jab. Oh, Senn just custom combos, thinking and just making stuff up.
Just do jab again. If it works, right? But now here's the issue is this.
Now Mr. E is in that advantageous position. The back air is so strong, but Senn making it back to the stage at 93%. It's not quite kill percentage, but if Mr. E gets like a hard read or like a hard call out, it's definitely possible for that stock to just evaporate. And now 76% means that Sheik will be able to kill pretty soon. But I love the wait.
That was a read. That was just a wait.
There was definitely a read, but Mr. E got out of it, thankfully for him. And now still a lead for Senn. He's looking for some sort of conversion, looking for anything, maybe some needles, maybe some drag downs. But every little percentage that he gets that he doesn't lose his stock. But now missed tech into the down smash, sliding forward. Mr. E brings it down to a last stock situation. So
something I've noticed from Mr. E a bit this game is that he's going for like these lead trumps, going for these lead trumps, and he's not getting them. And I would say like his greatest strength in that Game 1 was that he was really good at keeping you on the ledge, and then punishing you for existing. Oh, that was a fan, but you can't get anything there. And I think
ledge traps.
I think him giving it up is definitely like costing. Oh, you couldn't get a falling there.
The ledge traps from Senn were so good. He got 2 down tilt back airs, and now Mr. E 151%. It's kind of hard for Sheik to string together something, so it might have to come down to an edge guard or some sort of needle follow up. But now, so much percentage. If he gets an up air, that's death. But Mr. E avoiding all of the death traps so far. Forward smash as well is crazy. Fair or bear might be enough with this rage at the ledge, but Senn making it back to the side of the stage, trying to find his opening. The back air, the up smash, the bouncing fish. The platform does not allow Senn to take this game, and now forward throw. This is a dangerous spot to be in. Bouncing fish will get him out of dodge. Oh, no follow-up as well. Ledge trump was successful. Up throw? No, forward throw. Wanting the advantage, wanting to get center stage, and now looking for the ledge trap, looking for the call-out. Oh, my God! And now the back air
should take it, and there it is.
Game 2. I love the attempt from Mr. E. I thought it was really, really cool. It was really smart, but Senn just patient, waiting for something, and that jump away
was
scary.
My
God, that was so close to Senn getting comeback on.
Yeah, and this right here. I think that last thing was just mostly the last stock was a display of nerves, right? Both those players didn't want to overcommit, but at the same time they were both going for like options that would have killed, right? Like normally, Lucians don't F smash in a position like that, right?
Yeah. Mr. E was going for broke a little bit.
Yeah, and it almost worked out because Senn himself just couldn't deal with it. He's
Sometimes you need a pace change like that, and I don't want to say it was just nerves. I think sometimes I think there's an art to throwing something out in a panic and making it work.
Exactly. Like, it's just, like, but I feel like that's also, like, a lot of players, like, a lot of top players still do panic. It's just what you do in that panic situation that, like...
That turns you into, like, a top 50, top 25 player.
Like, it pretty much depends if you fold or you don't.
I wonder what stage we go for. Maybe
I think I saw Battlefield.
Battlefield was the choice. That's comfortable for Lucina. It's pretty comfortable for Sheik as well.
We've
seen Senn do some ridiculous stuff with some of these platform heights, and the top platform can definitely be a tool for Senn to get some of these early up air kills. And just like that, platform follow-up, 35%,
send him back onto the stage.
52% now. The bouncing fish doesn't connect, but I don't know if Mr. E has a jump.
He
does. So patient from the veteran.
Oh, we're trying to go for like a potential.
Oh my God!
There's the high ceiling coming into play there. If you saw that like on PS2 or small, that's a stock loss. But being able there to live because of the higher ceilings on Battlefield.
Senn is starting to cook right now. He's like feeling so good after that advantage position, and now Mr. E looking for some sort of opening. Wow, so deep.
And still making it back there. What a grab!
There's the grab, and now edge guard situation. If Mr. E lands that back air, that's going to be a stock, but. We're still chilling if we're Lucina and Senn. Making it back as well. The nair dodge onto the stage. Forward throw, back air. Clean stuff from North Carolina's hometown hero.
Yeah, you can hear some of the crowd hear them talking right now, hyping them up.
Starting to jeer a little bit, and that's the North Carolina crowd. They love to support their boys. And now...
But the boost away.
Mr. E looking for a comeback here, but Senn getting these little pot shots in, not committing too hard, doesn't want to get too much damage, doesn't want to take too much damage either, especially with this advantage state that he has. And now, again,
wait, do you have a jump right now?
No jump?
You do, but it doesn't matter because he got the trade and he teched it too.
Gorgeous. 3 stocks to 1 for Senn over Mr. E. This would be a pretty ridiculous upset if it happens.
This would be a pretty big upset, especially like this. Like, this is still pools.
Yeah,
we're still in pools right now. This is well, they're both already in top 96. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But this is like the for winners top 96. That's insane.
For sure. Now the back air will finally take the stock, but he still has a full stock lead now. He's lapped in percent as well as Senn. So now it's on Mr. E to make a full comeback.
Yeah, but once again, Mr. E has done this more than once, right? And we did see like his panic options typically are doing rather well versus Senn's.
That's smart. The nice little follow-up on the tech roll for Mr. E. Damage is being racked up effectively, but Senn still looking for something.
You hear the melee
popping off next to us, but Senn still focused, trying to keep composure as the stage is rumbling. Senn loses another stock. Mr. E in the same boat as him as we're down to 1 stock apiece. And now Mr. E has made a full comeback, 4%, and now has taken the lead so clean from this Lucina. He hasn't stopped winning advantage for the past minute. And finally Senn getting a hit in, looking for anything, but Mr. E, his veteran perspective, his veteran experience is shining
through. Look at this right now. Oh, but yes,
oh my God.
And just like that lead he had is gone. That definitely did get, if he was locked in before, he wasn't locked in after that pop-off.
I think that may have had an effect on the game, and it's unfortunate. It's a part of the game. It's a part of the tournament experience. You have to be ready for every single distraction, every single external factor. That's why that's the difference between a top player who's wearing headphones and who's locked in.
Yeah.
And somebody who's not wearing headphones. That's Senn. As far as I know, his hair could be covering him. But hey, Senn has to be feeling good at least about how it started.
Mm-hmm.
He has to realize, like, you know what? I started off really well. I can lock back in. I can complete what I started, and I can keep going. But Mr. E has to feel good about a comeback, too. Both players having some really good momentum at the beginning and end of the game. So we're looking for something magical in this Game 4.
Yeah, and I think they were looking at the phone, so I think we may see a stage change.
I'm curious to see where they go. I doubt town is the option, but
back to town.
Town's the option as soon as I say it. And I know Senn's pretty comfortable on the stage as well. I think Game 1 was kind of a misrepresentation of how well Sheik does, just because of especially that first stop with the cheese that Mr. E got on the moving platform, and now you don't. Oh, you do have a jump, so Mr. E will make it back no problem. But advantage state is good. Parry into nair.
But just like that lead that you just had was just
It evaporates
It
so
evaporated.
quickly whenever you get parried or whenever Mr. E lands a straight hit. It's rough, and
There's your up B.
yeah, he's been so effective at racking up damage that way, and now Senn looking for something maybe on the platform, but Mr. E just jumping off and aggressive up B back to the stage, not spacing it for the ledge, but rather for
Just make sure
to
you didn't
hit
get
Senn.
hit by a fair.
Yeah, 100%, and that's once again really like the experience showing through for Mr. E, understanding how to effectively recover versus his character.
See right there? Got the oh no. You got the F tilt there, but the back hit of Nair accidentally overextending there.
That's a straight hit,
And
looking good for Mr. E.
No, I'm not gonna say that we're. Oh, that was got the weak
Looking
hit
for another
too.
back air. The bouncing fish won't connect. The timing.
I'm not gonna say Mr. E's like matched. We are seeing a lot of options. These hits at a disadvantage. Most of them are like calculated because you can definitely tell it's like, oh, if my opponent's consistently countering me under, we're seeing a lot of down air thrown out from him. If they're going from behind me or they're going to be on me, Nair. It's typically the choice there. Good tech also.
Senn relying pretty hard on reads to get some of these kills. It feels like he's making a lot of his conversions are off of reads, and unfortunately, a lot of the reads just aren't coming through. So it ends up being that every time he misses a conversion, Mr. E's stock lasts a little bit longer, he takes a little bit less damage, and he gets a couple more straight hits in. I think Mr. E, while he hasn't necessarily won neutral a lot in this set, his stray hits have racked up damage so effectively that it's hard for Senn to keep up. But that's a great call out from Senn to keep up and make sure that he's able to make sure that he's still in this game. And now this is what we like to see out of Sheik, the advantage state. Sheik wins neutral like 90% of the time when you're playing this game. And she's just so fast at getting in, so fast at getting these hits and getting these conversions. So every little bit of momentum that Senn can get right now is good for him, but Mr. E has kind of stopped the momentum at every opportunity he's had.
Yeah, and that's not going to be interesting. Getting a jab, getting a jair.
I think it was Nair 1 in the back.
Was it Nair 1? Either way, it's ridiculous.
Up B, not going to take it either, as he's going to send him up to the top. And Senn has an opportunity to make a comeback here. 129 is still like pretty easy kill percent for Lucina. Back air at the ledge, forward tilt at the ledge, maybe something to do.
You get a fair, but you still have a jump. Yeah, he's going to go to the platform.
It's a little scary, but Senn not able to convert just yet. And the Nair not going to land either.
Nair hitting now will kill.
Ooh, nice back air to get Mr. E off the stage, but he's not able to get in position in time to ledge trap or to maybe edge guard.
Good parry.
This is so scary for both players. The up air, not going to convert a stock either.
Yeah, you can see that's what Mr. is going for. Low commitment there. Try to go for a Nair. That Senn is good at keeping. Oh, that was a great catch. He's really good at keeping like Mr. E off stage. The main issue is he's not killing him off stage.
Boosted F tilt will take Senn's second stock, and now we're back to last stock. Game 4 here. Senn has to take this stock quickly if he wants to push it to a game 5 and see if he can't complete the upset. That's a lot of damage and a lot of stage control, but Mr. E, neutral get up spot dodge is a beautiful option. Ready for whatever Senn's going to throw at him, and now only 9% separates these two players. Make it 0.4.
Yeah, that's
as tight as you can possibly
get. As tight as
get.
you can probably be right now. And this is only game 4 too. Like you might, Senn has to win another one if he wins this one.
Yeah, and it's on Mr. E's counter pick no less. So better get comfortable if you're in for the long haul. And Senn has his work cut out for him. Has to get a ridiculous conversion, I think, if he wants to win this game, because he has to get a lot of damage. And the up B is so smart for Mr. E to make sure that Senn's not able to push his advantage at all. Nice. Down smash isn't enough at this percentage, but hey, that's stage control, and Senn starting his comeback, starting to try to push it for a game 5.
You get the combo?
Yes, on the platform!
It's like that the platform placement there was actually like the perfect head to get
that was gorgeous.
F tilt drag down there.
Incredible awareness from Senn to make sure that he can convert off of that. I want to watch this replay back because look at this positioning.
Miss needles.
The needles,
oh, that wasn't even F tilt. That was down.
Drag down and then the down smash, just gorgeous. That's a Senn classic. I feel like there's so many of these like things that look so fancy and so ridiculous that Senn does that just. I've seen him do it a bajillion times, and he's so clean on it. I'm a little biased because I'm from North Carolina.
Just a little slightly.
Just a little bit, but Senn pushing it to a game 5, trying to keep Mr. E from getting too comfortable. And look at the smirk on his face.
He's locked out.
Look at the smirk on his face.
What are we doing? Why are we locking him out?
He's feeling good about himself, and now Balloon Fight hovered over. That's not legal, but Hollow Bastion could be an interesting selection here. It would prevent a lot of that platform cheese that Sheik is able to get. But now, thinking hard. I wonder what Mr. E goes with.
There's no way he left FD open.
FD would be interesting.
FD would, because how does Senn land?
Yeah, that's a real question. He does have a lot of lateral movement options, I think. Like, and he can stall it out with the grenade as well. But I don't know.
Even like you can stall it out, but it's pretty. Oh, he's playing with the crowd. He's
playing with the crowd.
I think though we decided to go to Hollow.
I think Hollow Bastion is a good choice for Mr. E. I think that stage it's a good pace change as well. You don't want Senn to get too much momentum off of that ridiculous conversion he just got, and that's a lot of this game is feel-based. You know, a lot of these top players, when they get going, they feel so good, they get more confident, and they'll go for stuff more often and it'll land more often. And Senn is one of those people that when he's really feeling it, his advantage state can just feel so oppressive. And look at this, these little conversions, he's getting these little pot shots a little bit more. He's not going for the longer strings, but he's getting 55%, and it feels like Mr. E hasn't even had a chance to breathe this game so far. But as soon as I say that, 53% off of like 3 hits, Mr. E evening it back up.
I think another thing that we were seeing a bit on the town game. Wait, he has a jump still. Yeah. But trying to catch like an instant jump from Mr. E there. You should have saw a jump, yeah, and you're going to be able to uppy that back. But how are you getting off this ledge?
Mr. E
jump over. But look at his middle position that we're seeing right now. Because on that town game, something that Senn was doing was struggling to get in because he couldn't get past that middle platform. Because we're seeing a bit of that from Mr. E now is camping that middle, staying under that middle platform because it's making it really hard for Senn to find his way in because you can't like just truly land like a nair in there because it's just the coverage of it.
Yeah, that's a really difficult thing to input, honestly, because you have to fall through the platform first and then make it happen. Now Senn and Mr. E locked in on percent, so close between these two players. Game 5, we're at game 5.
We're in game 5. We're in game 5.
We've seen a lot of game 5s already.
We have been active this today.
Looking good for Mr. E so far, but looking good for Senn as well. Both these players getting their hits in, getting their little conversions in, but both players yet to strike. The needles won't convert. An attempted read on the roll, but Senn won't land anything.
And there's that nair once again coming out.
They'll reset back to neutral. And now,
this should
up
be
air
yeah.
is going to take the first stock, and Senn taking a lead. It's not a huge lead because we're still at kill percent, but the needles will convert it into a percentage lead, and the drag down will convert even further, but the up B to stop the momentum will get Mr. E his first stock, and 31% is all the extra credit that Senn will be allotted.
Yeah, and there's also that middle platform is going to be great for like those up tilt up air combos for Mr. E, especially like to catch like a tech roll or like even a miss tech, right?
Oh, Mr. E, the aura coming from him ledge trapping is really crazy. You can see Senn drifting away, not wanting to commit to any sort of recovery option. But now, as soon as he gets in neutral, he's able to get the punish on the Dancing Blade as well. That's going to be damage and really good stage positioning. Now we're in ledge trap. Senn looking so good in these positions. Bouncing Fish will convert. There is a jump still for Mr. E, and he's going to up back to the ledge. So no worries on him. He's still able to reset back to neutral.
And just like that, we're back at the other side of the stage there. Good, great. And like I'm pretty sure that was a needle cancel, but how are you going to deal with him? He's swinging with the down air out of disadvantage there.
That's a crazy option for Mr. E to go with another down air.
He's catching. Oh! That's going to be it.
Nair one into back air clean from Mr. E. He's ready for it. He knows what he can convert off of, and he's ready. And now Senn has to get this stock quickly.
Just like that. There's up to more in the last stock, game 5.
Last stock, game 5. The hometown hero, the crowd behind him, North Carolina, watching their boy go crazy. And now Mr. E has to make something happen. 41% already as he's racking up percent, and
there's these upbeats coming out.
That's so difficult for Senn to deal with because it comes out so fast, and it's just interrupting his combos, interrupting his flow.
Like not only is it like does it come out fast, it's invincible on startup.
This is scary for Senn right here. 80%. If an edge guard comes out, Mr. E looking to go for it, but the double jump over will allow back to neutral, and now Senn can start something, but the uppie again, Mr. E. So clean with it. He's ready every single time to punish any sort of momentum that Senn has. Back air. No needles landing. There's a grab. There's a back air. And a back air as well for Mr. E. There's one stray hit away from Mr. E taking this set in a game 5. But we're one solid conversion away from Senn pulling a ridiculous upset.
Swinging each and every time.
The nair is going to be enough.
He was leaning back too with the.
And Mr. E will prevent the hometown hero from getting their upset. It was a really good effort from Senn, but Mr. E, the experience coming out, he's ready. He's not phased by any of the crowd. He's not phased by any of the momentum. And the nair in the perfect spot, the perfect spacing. The shield drops. Senn attempting to punish the call out.
Yeah, and you can see they're trying to like float back a little bit. And that's what that felt like it should
Gorgeous
have killed,
spacing.
but it was great spacing.
Gorgeous
Mr. E
spacing
to
from
avoid
Mr.
that.
E.
But I think this may be our last set, and it's gonna be
We got
what,
one
who is
more
it again?
set.
It's Zexy versus.
Shattuck
Oh,
and
it's
Zexy.
Zexy.
We got the number. I think he's the #1 seed.
But before speaking of like VA players, let me tell you about a VA event. CAF Clash 5 happening September 21st, 2024 at the wonderful University of Virginia. They're actually going to be in a new building for this one, an even bigger one. So it's a $500 pop bonus, and it's actively growing with more attendees. So be sure to check it out. Sign up for it. Once again, September 21st, 2024. Sign up at start